Well, Melbourne Underground is about music, and specifically the artists that create it. So this week we have comedy storyteller Mcclounan in our studio. Thanks so much for coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
So do you want to tell us a bit about your music style and why you enjoy making that type of music?
Well, basically, I just grew up listening to heaps of hip hop and watching comedy. You know, Jerry Seinfeld, that sort of stuff. So I just decided one day, you know, why not, instead of just telling the jokes, do it in music.
Okay.
So yeah, I just sort of ran with that.
Yeah, and Clue, where does that come from?
Well, I come up with it when I was about 12. When I was about 12, I decided I wanted to be a rapper.
Okay.
So rappers go under MC, and my last name is Mcclounan.
Right.
So it was like MC Clue, which I thought was pretty cool at about 12.
Yeah.
And I ran with it.
Yeah,
since
nice.
then, so
No,
it's
I
been a
love
while.
it. It's so good.
So what is it like creating music specifically in the Melbourne scene?
There's a lot. There is a lot going on in Melbourne. So often it's almost oversaturated, but it's just trying to do whatever you can. Everybody knows that if you're going anywhere in Australia to create music, Melbourne's the place to be.
Yeah.
You know, Melbourne, Sydney is a second, but let's be real.
Melbourne's
This is
where it's
Melbourne
at.
Underground.
Yeah.
Melbourne's
Exactly.
where it's at. So there is a lot of it. Trying to stand out is quite hard. Trying to be unique, and I think that's where the comedy aspect for me does come in,
Yeah.
as opposed to the amount of rappers that are in the scene.
Yeah. So you said you started when you were 12, like
Yeah.
pretty much?
I made a decision when I was 12.
Right,
I
okay.
reckon I started properly when I was 20.
Okay, yeah.
So now 24,
Yeah.
still kicking.
Nice.
So could you give us a bit of insight into how the production process actually works?
Yeah, so basically I just think of things that, again, I would make a joke on stage. Something that would make a good Seinfeld episode, and then just decide, you know what, I'm going to write it into a song. So usually I go looking for beats, something to listen to, something that gives off the right sort of vibe, which is quite hard with comedy stuff. You know, you have lots of different styles of hip-hop beats, and comedy isn't really at the top of the food chain there.
No.
Yeah.
So trying to find that is hard.
Yeah.
And from there, when I do find it, just start writing, try to work around the beats and go from there.
Yeah.
Structure it.
Yeah. No, nice. Do you get any backlash with your comedy? Like, anyone get offended? Because these days,
Uh,
everyone's getting offended.
It is one of those things,
Yeah.
like, comedy has always got to push the boundaries, but I think more often than not, the people that are, you know, throwing shade or hating are just rappers who are mad that I've sort of come through and
Yeah, okay.
done better than they have
Yeah.
in that short period of time. So
Yeah.
not so much on the music.
Yeah.
So have you got like a specific highlight of your career, would you say?
Yeah, I would say, like, I've got a few moments that I've been really stoked on. Last year I went on 7 tour dates with Seth Sentry.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan of him for years, and I remember
Yeah.
going to see him in 2013 prior to even starting properly.
Yeah.
Watching him and saying, you know what, I'm going to be on that stage one day. Posting a Facebook thing about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was quite the full circle when I did get to tour with him and ultimately jump up to freestyle with him and that sort
Wow.
of stuff. Which was really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. So you say uniqueness is a big thing, and
Yeah.
I don't know many comedy, like, so interested. What's inspiration or motivation behind it all? Like Jerry Seinfeld, pretty
Yeah,
much?
well, I grew up watching Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Larry David, you know, all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And then I discovered this rapper from the US named Lil Dicky,
Yeah.
Okay.
who
Yeah.
is just a white Jewish guy who decided to rap,
Yeah.
and he's like one of the hardest rappers out there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But he does a similar sort of thing, you know, that comedy stuff.
Yeah.
And from seeing that, I sort of realized that that was me. I was that guy,
Yeah.
and no one here was doing it.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah.
I mean, like you've sort of made your own little niche. You are quite unique in that aspect.
Yeah.
Would you have any advice for up and coming artists in that respect?
Yeah, networking.
Yeah.
Networking is the biggest thing. Like, if you're trying to make music in Melbourne without going anywhere or trying to meet people, it's not going to work for you.
Yeah.
You got a much better chance if you're going to support other people. I
Yeah.
think that's really important. You know, you can make it on your own, but the percentage of people who do is significantly lower.
Yeah.
Go find a team that want to see you succeed and you want to see them succeed and just build together.
Yeah. Is there any, like, locations people can find you and go see you live?
Yeah, so all my socials is that Clue. Find me anywhere, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, everything.
Nice.
I'm all over it. And yeah, you can find me. I'm playing gigs all around Melbourne. Often Smith Street,
Yeah.
at Grumpy's there, Brunswick, the Howler.
Nice. Yeah, cool.
So you're going to give us a live performance in studio. So could you tell us a bit about your performance or what that sort of means to you?
So this track that I'm going to be playing is my latest single, B-side.
Yeah.
The whole point of this song was I wanted to do some sort of ironic comedy. So I wrote a radio song, like it's very pop, very radio, but the whole idea is that it's about making a radio song. So when you listen to the lyrics, you go, oh, okay, yeah, I see what he did there.
Yeah.
But prior to that, you could just listen to it, you know, autopilot, and you'd be like, yeah, this is a cool sort of sound.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, thank you so much for coming on today. Can't wait to hear the music. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to subscribe, click that red button below, and if you want to get a notification every week, click that little bell. Other than that, we're on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to catch us on Facebook, it's at Melbourne Underground. On Instagram, it's at melbourneunderground.show. Thanks for watching again, guys.